A speech to end all speeches, but a story that has not yet reached its end. Welcome back, everybody, to the Classic Tony channel. Thank you so much. We are continuing on our journey through Beacon Pines. In the last episode, we found out a lot about Gran. Oh, shoo. I can't really recall every single detail, but we found out a lot of stuff's going on. We need to figure out what's going on with the town and the source and Gran and this plan. And if you don't remember, right before this, we ate some jam. We were trying to just play it cool. We came upstairs. Gran was nowhere to be found. She obviously knew. She obviously went upstairs, and then she was in bed. And as we were walking up the stairs, we passed out. So we woke up in our bed. Let's see what's going on.
Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Drug him? No. Gran didn't drug him. Who was that? That wasn't for Mr. Nuncreed's jam. That's bizarre. That was Mr. Nuncreed's jam. How interesting.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
There it is.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival! I'm gonna make some bad noises with my chair because I'm a little far away from the microphone. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. No, you come here. You come here. You stop. You stop that mic stand. You get your ass over here, boy. Thank you. I loves you. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Good mic stand. Okay. I don't think we can interact with anything in here, so let's keep going. Nothing in the house. Nothing new, anyway. So let's get to the festival. And our good friends. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret message for secret conspirators? Conspirators. Conspirators. It's conspirators, right? Like I'll just look it up. I hate that. You pronounce it wrong so many times. You're like, is that right? It's conspirators.
Conspirator.
That's right. Conspirators. Okay. Sorry about all that. Jeez. Yeah, we know. Secret message for secret conspirators? No, this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. It's your good buddy Rolo. There it is. Okay, there it is. Yeah. I always smile when I do Rolo's voice. It just makes me smile. Whoa, ho, ho. Sly devil. Ooh. That's a cute slide draw. I'm going to say every one of these drawings is cute because it is. That is a very, very, very adorable drawing. Love these arts. I love that expression. What is that? Wait a minute. I can do the thing. Hang on. Hopefully I do it right. Nope, wait. Yes! 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 Success! Oh my god. I love that little face. Oh, worth. Let's continue. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around, but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around, waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathered at the stage. Let's get moving. Oh, God.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Just so many voices. It's okay. It's okay. We can always just take breaks. I'm going to take a big swig of water in anticipation. I'm looking at these characters going, they all have the same, half of them, yep, those two have the same, yep, those three, those four, yep. You can tell. Ahem.
No. We're completely fucked.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Is this thing, hello, Beacon Pines.
That's it, more defeated. Damn, just roasted him.
Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already knew that. Oh yeah. Before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Shepherd Valentine.
You stupid!
So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man.
Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right. Where was
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a Big Tent revival.
I gave Kerr the perfect voice. I think Kerr is the best voice at this fucking game. Rollo is a close second, but Kerr, picking back, I remembered he was like a theater guy, but I didn't realize he was so like showy and performancy. I am so happy I gave Kerr the voice I gave Kerr. Oh my god, it just makes me smile every time I think about doing it.
Hey, yo!
Oh, yes. Oh my god, I gotta stop laughing. Oh, yes. Let me take a sip of water. Gus's voice is a bit harsh on the throat. He's very tired and very Yep, still have that little stupid ice ball in there you can hear. Don't you love that? Excuse me.
Eventually.
Gus Valentine, everyone!
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor! What a great turnout. Aw, heck. I didn't prepare anything. Oh.
Gotta remember to breathe with some of these voices.
Gotta remember to breathe, Yugi boy. Aw, heck. I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Oh boy.
Community, conservation,
Stupid!
commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, there are pillars of the Oh, excuse me, let me try that again, Yugi boy. These are weird words. For us, these are the pillars of a bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable,
That's just unavoidable. I just couldn't say it in the voice.
Nice one.
inexuberable, unavoidable, and undeniable.
Is that inexorable? Inexorable. No, that ain't right. Inexorable? Exorbles! Get them while they're hot. Just a children's toy.
Hi, Billy Mays here!
It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I'm dang-gum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town, which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Oh. From this... Let me try again.
My lips need a break after this one.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Mines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, and commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on a conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our community to each other.
Oh, my nose is itchy. Why is my nose so itchy?
Oh, this voice comes through my nose a little bit. I think that's why my nose is so itchy.
This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish.
What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town.
I don't know if you could hear that, but my stomach was like, it's okay, tummy. We'll eat in a minute. We're almost done.
And so, it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim,
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits!
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time.
How he would have wanted it.
The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything!
Yeah, that ice is a bit of a jerk.
Maybe we should just quit?
No.
Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
No, I'll just go back to the tree.
No, I don't mean that.
I knew you didn't. It's okay, narrator. It's frustrating, I
We
know.
got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Well. Wonder where we go, guys. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go get a drink of water. So I'm going to actually pause the episode real quick. I will be right back. Bye. I love you. I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Okay, so it's going to look like nothing passed for you guys because I just went to go get water. But it's about 2 hours later. My parents surprised me with dinner. They took me out to dinner. It was very nice. It was very nice of them. They were just nearby, and so they thought they'd ask if I wanted to go out to dinner in a nearby diner, and it was great. It was very good. I had an eggplant panini sandwich with a little bit of balsamic on there. It was very good, very good. But yeah, so sorry. Not that I need to apologize because it's just all going to be cut together, but it is 2 hours later. We are picking up where we left off. Let's just get right into it. They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation.
Yeah, sly
Luca
like
and Willow
Cooper.
ducked
Sly
behind a
Cooper.
barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
I love how
With
they.
a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
I love how each of them have had their own like style of interrogation. Like it was like Rolo was rough and Luca was chill, and now it's like the sly interrogation. This Beck's gonna be the best. I just know it. I just knew it. What? What's going on? You're that Meadowell girl. Please, call me Beck. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was going to be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her preparations. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable.
A little, yeah.
But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true.
So, it turns out we're both here to...
Beck twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Destroy the evidence. Yes, Marge. I'm going to. Destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, that old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be.
No one will know anything once I've finished cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up all on your own?
Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me.
Okay. Good. There's one more loose end I'll go work on.
Loose end?
Oh, it's nothing really. The other day, I had a radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an old phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets.
That's ominous.
I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical.
What's the password for?
You don't know?
So, we have a password and nowhere to put it?
It's gotta mean something, right?
Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control.
That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that?
Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf? But all he ever sells us is apples?
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rollo.
Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf.
Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio? Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be cover up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be...
Oh. It's an anagram. Nun Creed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Understandably so.
Rollo, that was incredible.
Well, it's either that or Creed's new drugstore. Well, it's either that or Kren's new drugstore.
Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that?
What can I say? I love ciphers.
Well, I guess we know where to go next. Gotta go to Nun Creed's drugstore. Oh. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear, that man would be late for his own funeral. So sorry. He should have gotten through here. Old Pickler's Pond. Oh, I never knew that you could interact with that. You'll learn something new. We gotta get to the drugstore.
To the drugstore, to the drugstore.
Oh. You're late, Augustus.
Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work.
Work? You?
I had a few more details to lock down for the festival.
Oh. What do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about?
I think
Gus looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him.
I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town.
Was.
Excuse me?
This was our father's town. He's gone, Ernest, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help.
We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground.
This is just a temporary arrangement.
The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change, whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten in the past?
It's a shame. Father named you Augustus. But you will always just be a Gus.
Good night, Ernest. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow.
It's getting late, children.
It's getting good is what it's getting.
Knowledge. He spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point.
Yeah, I can. You know, what makes a great story is a great villain. So, to the drugstore. Woo! To the drugstore. Woo!
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
What kid eats black licorice? Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncrete. Is he still in there?
I'm afraid not.
Then where'd you get the candy from?
You might say, we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down.
Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat.
You could tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs.
I'm certain you do.
I always wondered why Mr. Nuncrete kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile.
There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as a cold, hard cash. Well, he's right. It's locked.
There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Okay. No clues over here. No clues over here. Oh, I wonder where the clues are. Let's go to the only other thing that's lit up. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncrete, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
This is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad?
Creed's new drugstore. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
All right, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets.
Sounds like that did something.
Great. Now what?
I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it.
You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth?
Of course I did. Didn't I say that?
No.
I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the transdimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real?
Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic.
That's why I'm such a good predictor.
It looks like each of these has something written on them. And that is where we're going to end the episode. I know, shocking indeed. But we're getting good. These are getting good. This is getting good. I'm so sorry to do this to you, but it's getting late. I got other things I gotta do. And yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out so much. Thank you for doing this. And as always, I really appreciate you hanging out. I hope you join me for the next one. This story is getting good. So, as always, take it easy and peace.